All right, this week's chapter of One Piece was phenomenal. I mean, it was just jam-packed with emotion. I was crying so much for Corazon and Law here. I mean, wow. I really hope they I mean, I know they succeed, but I really hope they get, through all this mess and only, end up dying when everything they've succeeded. You know what I mean? At least that's what I hope. I hope Corazon realizes how much he's done for Law, and he doesn't die without ever finding out if Law lived or died. That would be just cruel to the guy. But either way, it mostly just builds up like, Don Flamingo already knows that, Rosinante. I know that's his real name, but I'm just so used to calling him Corazon. But either way, Rosinante is a Marine. He's working for the Navy because for the fact that he's been gone for months on end, and for those couple of months or those long ass months that they haven't been chased by Marines. And of course Rosinante knows that that's gonna happen. It's like, I've been gone away for a long time. They're gonna find out I work for the Marines. So this was kind of a suicide mission for me, but I want to save your life, Law. And now he finds out that the op fruit is out there, and that the Marines are gonna make a deal with the pirate crew that found it to buy it from them. Now, I could say the pirates are stupid for throwing away a fruit like that, but then they do mention that they know the power behind it, but it's useless to anyone who has no medical knowledge. But I'm surprised they don't have a doctor at all. So that's kind of you need a doctor if you're gonna be on the sea all your life. And even dumber is like, are you really expecting the Marines to keep their word with pirates? Yeah, they're obviously gonna surround you guys and attack you, but who knows? But apparently, of course, Rosinante believes like, I know the Marines want the op fruit for themselves, but at the same time, it's the only thing that's gonna help Law. So I'm gonna have to give it to Law, which makes me and Law end up being enemies to the world government, to the Marines, to pirates everywhere, to Don Flamingo. So really, he's going against the whole world to save this one kid. And now you can say that's dumb, but why is he doing that? But again, Rosinante really feels bad for this kid. He's never done anything bad to anyone. He's just been put in a seriously bad situation, and he feels so bad for him. And he understands that kind of pain. So, of course, Rosinante is ready to risk his life. And when I finally see the usage of his silence fruit, I think it's badass. Because I didn't see that coming, because I thought, you just make a sound barrier, no one can hear you. I guess that's kind of useful to a certain extent. But now that I see that he can actually block out any sound, it makes me realize, sound, hearing things is a very important sense for the human. Because without it, if it's gone in an instant, you will barely hear anything, and it's very dangerous to go walking around the world. All of a sudden your hearing just goes out, especially when there's explosions or fires or people pointing guns at you. You won't hear it coming. It's just like, okay, that's very dangerous. But either way, it shows Rosinante being badass, coming in, just destroying things. They don't even hear him coming. He's just like boom, 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 done, out. It's like, what the hell just happened? It's like you were hit by a ghost. And that's kind of cool. And anyway, other than that, I have to say that I just find it kind of over the top when the op fruit is shaped like a heart. So it's like, don't we have enough hearts already in this certain theme, with Law, the heart throne, or the corazon, and then also the heart fruit. It's like, okay, there's too many hearts going around. I'm starting to think this is a Valentine's kind of thing going on here. But either way, it was a great chapter, full of emotion, powerful stuff. Made me tear up every time I saw Corazon and Law together, and Law just close to death. The disease is really destroying him, and Corazon really pushing himself and putting his life out there for save this one little kid. It's just fantastic. I really don't see him dying at the end of this chapter. When they catch him, him being clumsy and everything. But he's definitely the one killed by Don Flamingo. The question is, how is it gonna go down? Is Law already gonna have eaten the fruit and Don Flamingo kills him out of anger like that, or does Law eat the fruit after Corazon dies. He's constantly running away, kind of like what Robin did. Corazon does everything in his power to save Law, and Law's way of remembering him is saving his own life by eating the Hot fruit. So, either way, this was a great chapter. Loved it. Can't wait for the next one. I'm hoping it's just as powerful as this one, or maybe even more so. And I'm guessing it will be, because this story is just fantastic. It's getting better and better, and really, there's nothing more I can say. So until then, I'm Tony Dragon. Bye bye.